Osama bin Laden, back from the dead, to die again and again for American foreign policy. Syrian dead pile up as Western powers cough, look away, then bomb Libya. In the UK, Ian Tomlinson unlawfully killed by police, says inquest. But who gives a fuck about that? Hello, reanimated corpses. Welcome to the fucking news. I'm pissing on you and telling you it's raining. Here are the headlines tonight. Osama is dead. Long live Obama, or something like that. Yes, Osama bin Laden, world hide-and-seek champion 2001 to 2011, has finally been found, cornered and executed. Killed by US Special Forces. Or Osama bin Laden was killed in 2001, if you believe Benazir Bhutto. Or he was arrested in 2003, if you believe Pakistan intelligence leaks. Or he was killed in 2005, according to neoconservative commentator Michael Levine. Or he died in 2006 of illness, if you believe the French newspaper Le Républicain. Or he was killed in 2009, if you believe Pakistan's president Asif Ali Zardari. I'm confused. Is he really dead now? Really? No body or pictures of a body have been released. But according to the American government, he is dead. And it's a jolly good day for America that he is. Well, the American government. Stalwarts of honesty and believable announcements on global events. If you can't believe them, the official story of the raid has been changed so often you've got to wonder how they keep a straight face when they spew this pish. He was armed. No, he wasn't. His wife was a human shield. No, she wasn't. The Navy SEALs were fired on. No, they weren't. The president watched the whole thing. No, some of the cameras blacked out. And so on and so on. Anyway, the announcement of the death of Osama was well received around the world. President Barack Obama said, "Justice has been done." Really? That was justice? 25 heavily armed men abseil into somebody's home, shoot an unarmed man in the head, dump his body at sea, no trial, no summation of charges, no right to a jury of your peers, no defense counsel, etc. Blah, blah, blah. Wow, justice has come a long way since I were a little boy. In reply to accusations of political execution, deception and obfuscation, the US government says Osama was named by many people we tortured as the mastermind of evil on Earth. And some of the moon evil as well. But the main reason for killing him was he resisted arrest. He resisted arrest? Shit, what did he do? Run around the bed? You can't catch me. Come get me. The compound where Osama was imprisoned, hiding, was built in 2003 with high walls and CCTV cameras around its helicopter landing pads, grounds. I expect Osama chose this as his hiding place because of its proximity to Pakistan's military bases and difficult escape routes out of town into the hills. Or maybe he liked his cramped cell, room, with no way of communicating to the outside world. Maybe he wanted a hideout that offered no safety from airborne assault. After all, America never uses helicopters for special ops. Or do they? Fucking News has obtained this exclusive helmet cam footage of the assault and bin Laden's execution, death.
Him in the head now.
Almost unbelievable. Osama's death topped a special weekend for the powers that be. The royal wedding in London, the beatification of the old Pope in Rome, and the mission to execute/capture bin Laden commanded in Washington. The events sealed Beltane weekend celebrations for the Masonic voodoo tribe that inhabits these city-states. I can just imagine them feeding on our collective energy signatures with their trousers rolled up, mumbling something about the great architect while they wank onto a biscuit one of them will be eating for coming last. More on that story later. In Syria, dead bodies are piling up all over the country as President Assad sends tanks in to quell democracy protests. With no foreign media allowed in the country, it's hard to count the dead, but we are assured there's a lot of them. According to the UN, however, it's nothing like Libya, so we don't have to kill anyone. Oh, well, that's okay. Just as well, since they're so busy killing people in Afghanistan, Libya, Iraq, Pakistan. Syrian tanks may be killing people, security services may be disappearing protesters, but it's nothing like Libya, which is nothing like Bahrain and definitely nothing like Saudi Arabia. You see, Syria has allies. President Assad has friends, and the Syrian army has teeth. Big, shiny, modern teeth. Eek! Run away, Western morality. Run, run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch Syria. Its friend is Iran. In the UK, an inquest jury has ruled that Ian Tomlinson was unlawfully killed by a Metropolitan Police officer during the G20 protests in 2009. Fortunately for the Tomlinson family, PC Simon Harwood was filmed pushing the 47-year-old newspaper seller to his death to the ground in the City of London shortly before he collapsed. You might think with actual video footage of the crime and an inquest ruling in your favour, a conviction of PC Simon Harwood for murder would be just around the corner. But don't hold your breath. Since 1993, nearly 1,000 people, including children, have died in UK police custody with not one single conviction. Let's go over these figures again, because they may be slightly confusing at first. 1,000 people died in police custody over 20 years, and by the way, we're not talking about crusty pensioners who drop dead at the side of a truncheon. And during that period, not one police officer is convicted of anything. Nothing. Not negligence, dereliction of duty, even possession of racist views, or an arresting personality. Why is that, do you suppose? Is it because justice is blind? Or the law is an ass? Or is it that the police investigate their own wrongdoing? Nice idea, that. I look forward to being arrested myself and announcing to the police, a crime may or may not have been committed by me. I shall thoroughly investigate myself and let you know in due course. And finally, the Scottish parliamentary elections have resulted in a stunning election victory for the Scottish National Party. However, there was something to celebrate for Scotland's newest political party. Mick Keenan, standing for the Land Party in the Central Scotland constituency of Cowdenbeath, polled 276 votes. Over 5 times the number of votes polled during the general election last year. If this trend continues, the Land Party will be electable in 15 years. Nice. Thanks. And now the weather. The planet's foot, it's your fault, and it's getting worse. Have a nice weekend.